Good evening and welcome to this week's vlog. My name is Emma. Stick around for hauls and vlogs and chats. Well, I think it's been over a month since I've done a non-Disney related video. So welcome to a home vlog. Yes, it's a home vlog, but there is a haul at the end. So if you're just here for the haul, I will leave, you can see on the cards at the bottom. There's like little chapters at the bottom here and it will tell you where the haul is. So I'll leave that right at the end. So it's a Disney Universal haul. But this is a home vlog. We need a good old catch up. We've got new pets. We've been on new trips. I'm recycling stuff at Boots. It's non-stop. So join us today. The kids have gone back to school after half term. It has been like the busiest couple of months. So they're back at school, nice routine. The weather's gorgeous. Today it's just about doing like a mumming. So I'll take you along with me. I'm going to go and take my car to be serviced in 10 minutes. So Stephen, we're doing that thing where I go and drop it off and Stephen have to drive behind me and bring me back before he starts work. So we're going to do that. But yeah, we'll just have a big old catch up. I'll show you what I was doing. I'm not sure this is going to work. I recycle at Boots. Have any of you done it? I've done it once and got one voucher. So it's like an app on your phone. Let me see if I can show you. So it's the Recycle at Boots app. And then when I have stuff that like toiletries that can be recycled, you take a photo, you upload it. And once you've got 5 approved products, you get a £5 Advantage points voucher to spend in store. I have a feeling, because I can't remember because my brain fog is so rubbish with this perimenopause, I think they don't accept conditioners, full-size conditioners, but I've tried it. Also, it doesn't have to be stuff from Boots. This is from Lidl, and this is Indu. It's a cleanser that we were sent ages ago that my daughter was using, that it's just run out in the shower. You upload your stuff. As I said, once you get 5, you get a £5 voucher. But then you get like the £5 voucher so you have to take it to a store to drop the stuff off, and you put it in like a big there's like a big cardboard box thing, and then you keep £5 voucher, but then it's like supermarket sweep. You've got a certain amount of time to spend it. Please leave in the comments if I am doing it wrong, because I know some of you do this. I was running around sweating. I think people were saying just dispose the stuff in the recyclables when you know you're going to be buying stuff from Boots, so you can spend the £5 voucher straight away. Do you have to spend over £30 to spend the £5? I can't remember. But anyway, it's good. So I'm going to see if these are approved. Usually takes 2 days to approve. And I'm going to be a bit more on it, like a carb on it. In fact, I might say to the kids, I might say to Erin, if she starts collecting any like beauty products or anything, rather than putting them in the recycling downstairs, if she gives them to me, then she can have the £5 voucher towards new stuff, because that's really good. Because some of the skincare that Erin might use is only like £1, like the shower gel. Shower gel is £1, right? So if you've got £5 shower gels, you're getting £5 back. It's free shower gel. Make it make sense. But any tips on how I can utilise this better, please do let me know. I'm going to go and get the car serviced, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you some new pet babies. Yes, we have 5 new pet babies, another Life 360. Mums out there, highly recommend Life 360. It is just so handy for knowing when the kids have arrived at school safely. And also we'll have a big catch up about what we have been up to. Stephen did something very exciting, and I think some of you will be shocked if you haven't seen it. We went somewhere exciting, and as I said, 5 little pets. Right, let's go and get this car serviced. Car gods, please be kind to me. Please, please, please. I've just found a massive bag of stuff that I've been saving that has been approved. I've not claimed the voucher for. Right, I'll show you what's been approved. I'm incredibly excited. And then there's a few things that I've not took photos of. This is brilliant news. This is brilliant news. So I have had approved. I've got an eye cream from Too Faced. I've got Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. I've got a face moisturiser. This is the thing that I think is only like £1 anyway. Ethan's hair gel. This bubble bath has been approved instantly. And this has been approved. So I've got 6 approved. So I've got 2 are pending. And then I've also got some stuff here that I need to take photos of. This is thrilling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could end up with 10 products today. I could end up with 10 products. That's £10. This is amazing. And if anybody's interested, I keep this on the back of our bathroom door so I can put all the recyclables in and then obviously instantly forget what I've got. So I'm going to take photos of the other 3 things, put these away. Hello, back from dropping the car off at the service. We did a detour on the way back. We were like that. And we popped into Lidl because can we all agree, Lidl Bakery is the best. It smells like holiday when you go in there, doesn't it? You're like, so picked up a few post-school treats. If you're here worrying, my hot choc is being made. Is it June? Yeah. Is it 20 degrees? Yeah. Am I going to have a hot chocolate every day of my life? Yeah. Because it's what I put my collagen in. And do you hear the magic beep? And I put chocolate collagen into my hot chocolate. And it's an absolute delight. It is great for your hair. I think it's really helped with my sleep. So that's a great thing. So I've got this mug here, which is from my friend Sarah. And it says, "You're like the best thing ever." Little hot chocky, put a few little marshmallows in. I grabbed some, another pack of those from Lidl. A few little marshmallows on the top. This is like my mid-morning, like little drink. Little sprinkle of chocolate on the top. Delicious. Yeah, popped to Lidl. So to catch you up with the kids, I will show you what Ethan has been up to in a bit. I'll show you in his room. But Erin is currently working towards finishing her D of E. So if you're not from the UK, and I'm presuming they do it in Scotland and Wales and Northern Ireland, let me know if they don't. Let me know if they do. She's doing D of E, which is Duke of Edinburgh, and it is a thing that you do for a year and you work towards getting an award. So she's doing her bronze award. So this year you have to do a skill. You have to do a skill, a talent and volunteering, I think. So the skill she did was hockey. She does drama and she volunteered with little drama kids and helped out there. And then at the end they do like a big camping expedition where they learn how to orienteer, where they have to walk a certain amount. I think it's like 10 miles or something crazy. And they have to learn how to cook on a camping stove and stuff like that. So we popped a little because in her group they're all separated into what they're buying. Some are buying breakfast, some are buying lunch, some are buying dinner. Erin was like, I'm in charge of puddings. So she wanted me to buy her some sweets, so I got her some jelly tots. I haven't had a jelly tot in years. Fruit gums. Anybody remember Tutti Fruities? Fruit gums, fruit pastels, 2 different types of Skittles, all vegan friendly. And she wanted a little squash. And tomorrow I need to go and pick her up a Cadbury's hot chocolate so they can have a hot chocolate around the campfire. How lovely is that? I'm going to go and have my hot chocolate and then we will go, do you want to see the baby? Enjoy the baby. There's a fluffy baby. It's a baby. So, yeah, she'd been spayed, hadn't she? So she'd been spayed. And she's very happy. And she's getting her haircut tomorrow, so she will not be fluffy. You're a happy baby. She will not be fluffy. She looks really big. Is it the perspective? She looks like a giant dog. So she's really happy. She's all healed and gorgeous. So let me have my hot choc and show you our other new babies. One thing you need to know about my lovely son. He loves research. He loves research. He loves a project. He's been known to send me links. He's been known to do like full documents. He screenshots stuff. He researches. He watches videos, YouTube videos. Heck, he's been even known to watch and listen to a podcast. So a few months ago, he said that he wanted to get a pet. And I actually met a follower. We went to Shirley Aquatics. Big up Shirley Aquatics. If you live locally, go to... Oh, well, Shirley Aquatics is absolutely brilliant. And he was looking at getting some sort of like lizardy, gecko-y creature. I met some followers in there. waves to you. But it required feeding them live things. He didn't like that. He didn't like the idea of that. So we went down the avenue of deciding to get a fish. He wanted, what are they called? Tropical fish. I thought, cool, we'll just go out and buy them. That's not how it works. You have to get the tank, treat the water, set up the tank, let the tank settle. We then went into the fish shop. They then suggested we bought like little fish to make sure that the tank was great enough for a big fish to live in. It was a whole process. It took weeks. So we are probably about a month in, 5 weeks in. And I will show you our new babies. And I will show you Ethan's setup. So this tank is a 50-litre tank, I think. A 50-litre tank, which is perfect. It has a betta fish in. Now, betta fish, you might not know that. I know this. They can't really live with other betta fish because they get a bit aggro and they try and fight and hurt each other. So we were just going to have this, I'm just looking at him now, this tank just for the betta fish. By the way, whose name is Cosmo. But when we went to the shop, they said, oh no, you can put some, I'm going to leave the name of the fish up on the, I forgot what the name's called. You can put some of these in because the betta fish don't mind them. So we've got these 4 little tiny fish, and one of them is called John McFinn. Villa fans, do you get it? 4 little fish. Tetris. Something Tetris. 4 little fish and then 1 big fish. So do you want to see them? See him? Hey! Oh my gosh, they all came like, they were all like, hi guys. Look at that. And then there's one over here. And when I tell you, actually I could cry a little bit. It's Ethan did so much research. There he is. I won't tap it because I don't want to upset him. Do you see him? Oh my gosh, look at that. David Attenborough. Look. Oh, I love it. So, in this tank, I'm going to zoom out, we have got a Jurassic Park. I've got a Jurassic Park, which is funny because then we went to Jurassic Park, if you saw on my Insta stories and Instagram. We've got some Marimo moss balls. We've got 1, 2, 3. Now, these don't have brains or anything, but they're like living plants. And they can kind of roll around a bit creepy. We've got this massive real plant, which I planted, and then a plant at the back. We've got a thermometer. We've got a heater. We've got a light. We've got a bed. Did you know betta fish can sleep on a bed? Yeah, and they do. And at the very back there, we've got like a floating log, which he also sleeps in. Please. Is this just not the cutest little thing? And what you do is you have the light on all day and then at night you turn the light off. So you put them to bed at night and then in the morning you put the light back on and he feeds them and he's got treats for them and they are just absolutely living the best life. I love him. I was just so proud because he really did. He really thought about it and he really looked after it because, you know, to some people, oh, they're only fish or whatever. But he really wanted to create the best environment. And I just think it's a real testament to how much, I feel like I could cry a little bit, how much he loves animals and how if he really wants something, he'll go for it. So I was so proud of him. I contributed some money. He saved up some money. Certain things he wanted to buy himself. So he paid for the fish himself, the Marimo moss balls himself. You know, and I contributed some stuff, obviously, because it is quite a lot of money. I think altogether, you're probably looking at, if you want a similar setup, maybe about £150, perhaps. Because you have to have all sorts of things like buckets and siphons and... We've got stuff in case they get ill. We've got food. We've got treats. It's just a lot. So, yeah, welcome to the family. Cosmo and the John McFinn. What was the other names? I wanted to call one Glotini, but he said no about that. But, yeah, they're... So, there we go. 5 new pets. So Ethan is very excited to be in a room with 5 new heartbeats. They're really cute, and I actually like them a lot more than I thought I would like them. They're very relaxing. So yay for Ethan. Before you go off and watch the haul, I thought I'd chat up. I thought I'd chat you up. Hi guys, you're looking so pretty today. Hey, if you're wearing pajamas whilst you're watching this, you look gorgeous. What are you having for your tea? I thought I would just do I look? This camera is I know this camera is better quality, but it's ever so strange. Sometimes I look a bit like I've got a big long horse face. And that's a bit better. I thought I would catch you up with some other stuff that I've been loving. So programs that I've been enjoying. I loved Overcompensating on Amazon Prime. You must go and watch that. Not for children. No. It's rude. Loved it. Stephen and I are watching Handmaid's Tale. However, I watched an episode yesterday and my nightmares were so bad. I said to Stephen, can we watch an episode today whilst I'm eating my lunch, because I cannot go to bed feeling like that again. Love Handmaid's Tale. I've been getting through my books. Do you remember one of my things was about reading books? So I have been getting through them. So I had a big pile of books next to my bed and I've been trying to get through them. I've got through a few of them. I also read Marianne Keyes's latest one, which is not that new, but it was new for me. I am currently finishing off You, Me, on Vacation by Emily Henry. So I'm hoping, maybe by the end of June I can finish this. I read for half an hour every morning when the kids go off to school. Part of my routine. Margot comes up with me and it's just a part, like, because obviously I was used to like driving to the school, having a chat with the mums, and that doesn't happen anymore. So I've got that. Then I've got these two to finish. Sophie Kinsella, Love Your Life. I've got Your Number. So I've got those 2 books to finish. Saying that, have I read? No, I don't think I've read this one. I just think you're probably going to be really annoyed. If I don't have a bookmark in, I just do that with the page. Fold it over. Is that sacrilegious? But I've got those 2. So let's be reasonable. It's June now. By the end of the summer holidays, I am going to have read these 3 books, and then I can start September and I can start reading like all the pumpkin-y, hot chocolatey ones. Yeah, that's what we're doing. By the end of August, these 3 books will have been read and passed on to my mum because she likes to read them after me. And then I am going to read the Pumpkin Cafe ones, which I think are a bit rude, but that is my plan. And that is an absolutely thrilling plan, giving me a goal. What else? Okay, so we went to Hawaii, which you will have seen on some shorts. I can honestly say it was a experience of a lifetime. We went to Hawaii to help promote the new Lilo and Stitch film, which Ethan and I actually went to see. Erin, was she doing a D&V stuff? I can't remember, but obviously we'll watch it again with Erin because she just loves Stitch. And it was such a good film. I loved it so much. I know it's a little bit different to the cartoon, but I just loved it. I cried my heart out. It was set in the part of Hawaii by Waikiki Beach, which is where we were staying. It was the trip of a lifetime. So we went with Love Holidays and we went with Disney Studios, and we did paddleboarding, snorkeling. We went to Jurassic Park, which is funny because you've just seen that in Ethan's tank. So that was like such a nice moment for him, seeing the gates IRL and thinking about his gate in the fish tank. We went to Aulani, which I put a short up, which is the Disney resort. As you can imagine. So I got the request to kind of like, we'd like to take you to Hawaii. And I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, burst out crying. Amazing. We kind of agreed to it all. And it was all like, oh, it was so exciting. And then they sent over the itinerary. And when I saw that Disney was on there, I could not stop crying. Because it has been a dream to visit there. Even now, Steve and I just keep talking about it all the time. Like, I've been dreaming. When I'm not dreaming about Handmaid's Tale, I'm dreaming about me being in Hawaii. It was just so... We were so lucky. And whilst we were there, this is Stephen's big news. He got a tattoo. He loved the holiday so much. We were with 3 other families. So we were with the London family, who you probably will have seen on social media. They do dancing, a mom, dad, 2 daughters that do dancing. Lovely. We were with Imogen and her husband Spencer and their 2 daughters. Lovely. And then we were with 2 girls called the Gregorian sisters, who've got a lot of TikTok followers, do dances. Lovely. All lovely. And I was like, Stephen's thinking about getting a tattoo. And all the dads were like, yeah. And when he got it, they were like, yeah. Put like a little picture in the WhatsApp group. They're like, oh my gosh. So it was just so fun. And then on the way back, we had a big layover. Because obviously we didn't organise flights or anything. They organised it. So we kind of went with what they were doing. And there was a big layover. So we nipped out, went to San Francisco. We literally went to San Francisco for, I think it was 2 hours, and then went back to the hotel. We went to see the Gold Gate Bridge. We saw Alcatraz. We saw the sea lions. We had a hot drink. Oh, I'll never forget it. So it was just, it just is one of those things that will forever be in my heart. And Hawaii is such a beautiful, sacred place. They had a cultural representative from Lilo and Stitch to talk to us about how they made sure that Hawaii was represented really well and the work they did on it. And 100% of the films filmed in Hawaii, which brought lots of business and jobs and stuff. And it was just great. I just loved it. What else? I think that's about it. Erin and I went through my wardrobes. Maybe I'll show you that in another video. She was quite mean about some of my clothes. I was putting clothes on and she was like, can you see yourself from behind? I was like, no. She's like, it's not good. I was like, oh. So if you see me out and about in Birmingham, I'm doing that. Well, it's not good. I was like, oh, okay. So if I would say 75% of the stuff she said, get rid of. I was like, okay, 25% of, I was like, I'm keeping this. And there was one thing that I actually took out the pile to take to the charity shop and I put back in my wardrobe. I was like this. I'm putting that back. But I have a real tendency to hold on to clothes for decades. I hold on to clothes that are really a weird fit, thinking one day they won't be a weird fit. I hang on to clothes that are too big, thinking they might fit, or they're too small and I'll fit back into it. It just, so I needed a good call, but she was, have you seen yourself from behind? And I think that's all caught up with the gossip. So Erin's finishing a Duke of Edinburgh. Stephen got a tattoo. Ethan got 5 fish. I got told my back looks awful sometimes. And we all went to Hawaii. That's what's all caught up. Thanks so much if you watched all the Disney World videos. It was such a great trip, and you know, I'm forever dreaming of Disney. There will be a trip hopefully in 2026, but it won't be to Florida, I don't think. I'm really hoping we can make Tokyo work. But I don't know, that would just be such a bucket list, doesn't it? So I'm going to leave you now with a haul from Florida, some Disney bits and some toiletry bits and just some jazzy bits. And I'm going to come back next week with a big old B&M shop with me. I have not been to B&M since... I haven't been to B&M for months. And people keep tagging me and they've got like tiki room stuff. So I need to go and... yeah, in Hawaii I went to a tiki room as well. Imagine how my head was like... So we need to go and check that out. So I'll take to B&M next week. I would love to chat with you in the comments. Let me know what you want to see from the home vlogs. We're hurtling towards the summer holidays. Let me know what you want to see. I know a lot of you like prefer it when I'm at home rather than being away. So let me know what you want to see. I'm going to go and take some more photos of some toiletries that I found to recycle. I love you lots and I'll chat to you in the comments. See you soon, guys. Bye. First of all, I'll show you the bits that Stephen got from the Easter section. So if you're going to Florida or America over Easter, and Easter passes or Valentine's passes or whatever passes, the sweets are very, very cheap. So these were 75 cents each. This is $2, $2.29. So these are all Stephen's little treats. So I'll put those away for him. But you know he loves Mike and Ike's. So he was thrilled to get those. Here are some bits that I picked up that I'm going to be eating over the next few months to remind me of the Good Times cinnamon roll and vanilla cupcake goldfish grahams. I love these. Stephen likes the cheese ones, but these are going to be hidden away for when I'm working from home and I want a little snack. I also got these in, I think they were in the Dollar Tree. Stephen loved these. These are watermelon dots. Sweets like this at the Dollar Tree are they're $1.25, which probably works out about £1. So it's a nice big box, got a couple of them. This is the squash. So squash isn't that easy to find in America. So you have to go to, they're like little ones. And this is what we drank every single day with water and ice, strawberry watermelon. So I grabbed this one so I can have a little strawberry watermelon drink every day. And also I've not tried this one. I grabbed raspberry lemonade as well. And a couple of packs of Ghirardelli. Now depending on the best before day, I may even save these for like Halloween season, or probably not. But Ghirardelli are gorgeous chocolates, and if you remember, I'm continuously looking for them in the Costco section, in the Costco when we go to the one by the fort, and they never had it. They had it one year, so I grabbed the dark chocolate mint and the milk chocolate assortment. I grabbed a couple of t-shirts. These were in from the Disney parks. I got them in Hollywood Studios, and it was, if you bought two, they were $25 each. These were about £22 each. I love this one. I got this in extra large so I can wear it with cycling shorts, the most magical place on earth. So I love that. And this I got in a large so I can tuck it in with a skirt rather than wearing it over with lycra shorts. This is like a really nice soft material. I never miss a rope drop. And if you know me, you know that both of those things are true. Love these. Just grabbed a couple of little bits from Epic Universe for the memories. I got this bag. These tote bags are brilliant. They have a zip on the top. How good are those? Even like the big ones. So I grabbed a little tote bag and I grabbed a little Mario to hang off my bag. If you watched my Instagram, you'll see I've got like a little Winnie the Pooh one for Disney. So I thought this would be fun for when I go to Universal. So I'll keep that for if I ever go again. I got a Dark Universe keyring because Dark Universe is my fave. So I love this keyring. I really wanted just an epic pin, but they did not have one when I asked. So I grabbed that. And also a key card, like lanyard holder, which will be perfecto if we go back to the park again. It's really good to have a lanyard to put like your hotel key in, if you get express passes, whatever in. And I got a Dark Universe one of those. Pin-wise, I picked up a few. You know I always like to get the same sort of pins every time I go. So I got a year pin. I got a hotel pin for Pop Century because we've never stayed at Pop Century. I got a Flower Garden Festival pin which moves. If I can move it with one hand. So that's a nice one. And then I thought this was really fun. I think you can get this online. The 25th anniversary of Pin Trading pin. I got the kids their pin, so every trip I get them a pin that they can't swap, and I put it on a nice pin board for them. They've both got one, and I got a Skyliner for Ethan to represent a trip where me and him went to Epcot by ourselves, and we got stuck on a Skyliner and had a good old chat with some nice people from South Carolina. And then I got this from me and Erin we went to Epcot by ourselves, and we went to France, rode Ratatouille, had some photos taken and got some baguette for Stephen. And then for Easter, Stephen bought me the Mickey Extravaganza 2025. Each year we buy a Christmas decoration, and this, I think, I'm going to say, is my most favourite I've ever bought. It is a material one with all sparkles on of the castle. Absolutely gorgeous. It's not going to get destroyed because some of these can get wrecked and chipped. I just think it's beautiful. And then when we went to the outlet, this was actually a decoration that I saw in Disneyland, and this is a Walt Disney World version, Play in the Park, that I was going to get last time when we went to California last year. And it was in the sale, so I got it this year. It's a Walt Disney World one. It was really cute. It's metal, again, won't be able to be destroyed or chipped. So I love that. From the outlets, I also grabbed this Happy to Be Here mug, which again is another mug that I nearly bought last time when we went to Disneyland, California, and it was $7.99 instead of $19.99. Love this perfect for hot chocolate. And I grabbed this, which I thought would look really lovely in my kind of Disney cloffice upstairs. I can't remember how much it was. It wasn't very much. $12, maybe even $4. It was cheap, and I was like, oh, so I've got that. I love that. Then this was the full price mug I bought, and it's all about the fireworks. I loved this style. It's nice and big, and I just thought it just looks very, as my teenager would say, aesthetic. Here are just some of the toiletries that we grabbed. As you know, Stephen loves the spray SPF. They didn't have it in the banana boat in the Factor 30, so he grabbed this one up and up. So hopefully that'll be nice, but he likes the spray ones. I absolutely love the EOS range in the vanilla cashmere. So I bought one hand cream at the start of the holiday and thought, I can never live without this. So I bought another one to replenish it when that one's run out. I am still using my vanilla cashmere moisturiser from when we went to New York. So this will be when that runs out. These are my favourite lip balms birthday cake. So again, for when they run out, because we won't be going for a while. I picked up a giant Aquaphor. This is kind of like a cross between Vaseline, Savlon and Sudocreme. So it's like Vaseline consistency, but it's got like healing qualities. So I really like that. Couple of teeny tiny Vaselines, because you know, they're cute. Then in the kind of like dollar section in the supermarkets and in Five and Below, just grabbed some of these. Grabbed a couple of these for our bags when we go on holiday. These are really good for park bags, just for an extra little spray. I grabbed that because I thought that was a cute little mini. And I grabbed Erin and I a little, this was like 90 cents or something, a little travel deodorant each. This is Stephen and I's favourite toothpaste. So we grabbed a 3-pack to last us. This should last us a while. We absolutely love this. The Crest stuff is really, really nice over there. And also, I like to give my friends little hand sanitizers when I come back from a trip. So, oh, that one's open. So I grabbed some hand sanitizers. Blueberry, Bellini, Cozy, Vanilla Almond, Sweetie Song. That's really nice. That's kind of like their Mother's Day, because Mother's Day is different in America. Their Mother's Day scent. Ice lemon pound cake, pink kiwi berry and warm vanilla sugar, which will be ace for like a Halloweeny kind of smell. And also for my friend Rachel, I haven't read these yet. I also grabbed a couple of cheesy magazines, People and Us Weekly. And these magazines are quite expensive now. I don't know why. I don't know if it's perhaps because people are reading everything online, so the ones they do sell in the shops, they need to make quite a lot of money. But they're fun. But yes, I always get my friend those, so I'll give her those magazines and a little hand sanitizer. I'm actually hoping to get the Tiki Room up today or tomorrow, so you might have already seen this on my Instagram or on my shorts or something, but the Dollar Tree had a whole Tiki range. So everything was $1.25, which works out probably with tax and everything is about £1 a piece. So I got a table runner, I got some flamingo stirrers, I think I got some flower stirrers, I got a little Tiki Room banner and some little like garlands, which will just look so fun on the Tiki Room. So if you've not seen that yet, definitely go and check it out on Instagram, or I might have put it on my shorts. And finally, a couple of random little bits. I collect ceramics from places we go on holiday. So I got this in Disney Spring. My friend Sheila and I have a bit of a running joke where we call each other a bumblebee. So I got this in my living room. And then, I don't think it was very much. That was like £4.50. And then that was probably about £4, £5. And then a little cute little ceramic that will probably go in my bedroom. But I love ceramic stuff. I've got it all over the house. And then finally, I just got this little Awala bottle. They're so much cheaper than Stanley Cups. We have one Stanley Cup that we share in this house. And I thought this would be really nice for the summer with a little bit of my watermelon squashing. How delicious. I totally forgot these. These are really fun. These are just a couple of travel things for when we go on holidays. I got a little travel sewing kit because whilst we were there, we actually did need some scissors to cut something. And I just thought this would be really fun and easy to put in the travel suitcase. It was a travel suitcase in the suitcase. It was from Five and Below. It's a little travel sewing kit. This will probably live with us now for the next 20 years. Will it ever get used? I don't know, but if we ever need to use it, it'll be there. And we went to Vera Bradley. Now, I don't know. When I went to Vera Bradley, Erin thought it was like an old lady pattern shop. I loved it. And I saw this. It's got like little fun little dogs on it. But wait, it's a travel pill holder. So I can take my HRT with me on holiday. Does that make me old? I do not care. I thought it was so fun and so cute. And again, this will live with me now until I'm 80.